Hey, everybody. Good morning. All right. It is another gorgeous day. Look at that day. Look at that day. That is going to be amazing sauce if I ever had to say it myself. What I really want to talk to you guys about today is very, very, very simple. It's about thinking like the person you want to become. What does that really mean? Thinking about who you like, thinking like the person you want to become. What really kind of struck me about this one this morning is that we think about who we are currently. We're always going the if, the ands, the buts, the maybes, the could have, should have, would have, maybes, all of that stuff on a daily basis. We wake up, we're like, oh, I should have, damn, should have taken the trash out. Damn, I should have said something nicer to my wife or girlfriend or significant other, the night before. Ah, dang it, I didn't call that person back, right? We start with regrets. Or like, oh my God, it's blah day, whatever it is, right? But generally, you're pretty tired, you're grumpy, you got this, you got that going on, yada, yada. I don't care who you are, you're going to grump about something. What if you shifted that mindset a little bit? What if you went into a whole different way of looking at things? And instead of going like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, you can go to the exact mindset shift of, you know what, start bridging the gap between your current self and your future self. So when you hear that, you're kind of like, McDaniel, you have officially lost your mind. What are you talking about? Bridging the gap between your current self and your future self. Now, this is the cool part. This is the cool part. And you do it by intentionally adopting their mindset, values, decision making patterns, and everything else. Now, it could be business, it could be personal, it could be their hobbies, it could be whatever it is. But what if you could go in today instead of saying, oh my gosh, today sucks, right? But you went in and you said, "Oh my gosh, today's an awesome opportunity. What a glorious day I have in front of me. Check out these opportunities I have sitting right next to me." And everyone's like, "What are you talking about?" You're like, "I'm breathing, baby. I'm above ground. I got people to do business with. I have the ability to conduct business. I have the ability to get out of bed. I have the ability to go to do a workout, whatever that's going to be, right? It doesn't really matter, honestly. It really comes down to this is that do you want to think like the future you, or do you want to think like the current you or the past you? And again, this is why it really resonated with me this morning, is because I've been going through some Sharganoogle. That's a phrase for shit in life. And I really kind of started thinking about it. I'm like, what does this mean for me? Like, how do I do this? Like, who am I becoming? Like, what are my values? Blah, 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 blah. And the laundry list goes on and on and on, right? And so I decided to do something very simply. I decided to make it a change, a shift, a decision. And I decided to go to this. I decided, I'm getting up every day with passion. I'm going to challenge myself every single day. So today, it's not a big thing, but it's something big for me. I went for an extra long walk, and I'm going to go down. And here's a promise to you. I'll take a photo and I'll send it to you guys to prove it. I'm going to go down to Ross, and I'm going to buy the ugliest two sweatshirts that I could possibly find. Now, Greg, why are you going to buy an ugly sweatshirt? Here's the reason why. Because I'm going to motivate myself to put that. I want to get something with Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse, something stupid. No, no offense to all you Disney lovers, but I'm going to put it out there so I can go running. So I have an option. I have a reason to take that damn thing off. Go run, take it off, take a shower, get going with the day. That's my way of shifting the way I think. And so we're going to jump into a couple of the ways and steps for your mindset shift. So let's start walking through these and I'll let you guys go on your day. I know you're busy. I know you guys are cranking along. Hopefully you're having a cup of Joe with me because this is Mornings with McDaniel. So let's talk about the steps for shifting your thinking. Number one, define the future you. What is the future you look like? What are you wearing? A three-piece suit, a $10,000 dress? Are you driving a Mercedes, a Bentley, a Ferrari, a Porsche? Are you driving a Jeep? Are you living in the wilderness? Do you have a boat, docked up next to your property and somewhere where there's places you can dock up a boat? What does your future self look like? I want you to write it down, and I want you to be very, very specific. I want you to write down the qualities, the habits, and even your daily routines on kind of what your future self is going to do. Now, here's the cool thing. You never, ever, ever have to be right. Nope. Yeah, you heard me. You don't have to be right. You just have to shift your mind because your subconscious and your conscious mind are two totally different boats, man. Your subconscious mind is what really runs the show. That thing is like the undercurrents in the ocean. It will take you out into the middle of nowhere and drop you off for dead if you let it. Or you can let the undercurrents in your ocean, in your mind, in your body, in your spirit, in your soul guide you to the right places where you need to be. It also carries nutrients and keeps the ocean moving and thriving the way it is. So, what are you going to do? Is it going to be a negative or a positive for you on your mindset? How are you going to shift? The second one I want to talk to is monitoring your dominating thoughts. Now, this one is a doozy, ladies and gentlemen, because when you don't dominate when you don't take control of your dominant thought, it's going to control you. Now, Greg, what's a dominant thought? Good question. Here's the thing. A dominant thought is literally exactly what it sounds like. It is what you think about on a consistent basis. So if you're thinking about, oh my God, I'm losing my hair. Oh my God, I'm getting fat. Oh my God, I don't have any business. Don't have any buyers. Don't have any sellers. My husband hates me. My wife hates me. My kids don't talk to me. Blah blah blah. If that's your dominant thought, you're fucked. Sorry. Again, I get one F bomb in. It's too early for that. My apologies. You're up a creek without a paddle. Here's the reason why. You're putting yourself there. You're literally putting yourself there in that mindset. It's not rocket science. You're doing it, homie. Now, here's the cool part. You can change it. You can shift it to anything that you want. It is your decision at any point in time in your life, in your day, in your month, in your week, in your moment, whatever. You can shift the energy in your life. You can go from woe is me, this sucks, oh my God, I stubbed my toe, my shoes don't match, I scuffed I spilled coffee on my tie, the kids spilled applesauce on my dress, blah, blah, blah. Great, congratulations. You're going to live in Negativityville for the rest of the damn day. Or you can say, this is a great opportunity to have a sense of humor. And then you go around, that's an opportunity to talk to somebody going like, oh my God, yeah, the sauce here. It's my 3-year-old decided to play paintball with me this morning in the kitchen. Oh my God, my kid too. Boom. Change, shift. Your dominating thoughts have changed. They're not the same negative. It's positive. It's something engaging and fun. It's gamifying life. Now, speaking about gamifying life, the next one is really close to my heart. I love this next part. It's adopting the as if mindset. Now, people are going like, Greg, that's just hocus pocus bullshit. Is it? Okay, let's talk about survival strategies. Let's talk about people that when they're in a dire situation, they aren't thinking about like, oh my God, my leg is broken. I have to cut my hand off to get out of this rock crevice. I was hiking and I don't know how to get home. Nope. They're figuring a way to make that shit work. They're going, okay, I can get a sling. I can do this. I can do that. These are my options. This is how I'm going to do it. It's the as if they're already free. It's as if they've already succeeded, right? So for you, I want you to think about the as if. What if, as if I was to get this giant commission, as if I was to date, marry, be involved with a very special human in your life, as if my business partners are treating me with respect and love and kindness. You can change anything about the way your life and your thought pattern is going if you just as if it. Just act as if. It's like, I'm going to act as if this listing is already mine. It's already mine. Already locked it up. I'm just clarifying the paperwork. I'm going to act as if this, flip, job or flip, home is already done. It's completed. I hit my money. I'm already there. I'm counting my money, baby. It's all about the as ifs. It's not reality yet, but if you constantly go in and remind your subconscious that it exists and it's walking right next to you, you just can't see it, your subconscious will eventually just say, you know what, I like that storyline way better than this storyline. I'm going to go over there and hang out. All right. Now, here's another one. I got another 2, and then we'll get out of here. I want you to curate your circle of information. Surround yourself with people and content that reflects your goals. Now, the old saying, which is very cliche, but I'm going to say it again anyways, show me your 5 friends, I'll show you your future. And I didn't really believe that for a long period of time. I'm like, my friends are awesome. Yeah, they're awesome when you want to go to the bars, get shit-faced, and then, have a raging hangover for a day or 2 and eat pizza and not work out and not chase goals and not better yourself, not read a book, not listen to a podcast, not hug somebody. If you want to be, who I was in my 20s and 30s, knock your kitten socks off. Doesn't work out so well long-term. So I shifted my mindset. I shifted my circumstances. I shifted my goals. I shifted the people I hung out with. And then guess what? All of a sudden, opportunities and events have popped up in my life all over the place. And it's not because I'm doing anything super special. It's because I shifted the way I wanted to see life. And I think and I know that each and every one of you can do that. Curate your life. Like if you're a gardener, you curate a garden. You put the right, undersoil, soil, nutrients, sunlight, shade, plants, seasons, everything else. You're curating it. Do the same thing for your mind. Curate your mind, curate your circumstances, be intentional about it. And the last one is keep promises to yourself. I always make a comment to folks that when I say I'm promised to do something, right? I live and die by that promise. I run my life on my calendar. So when I say, yeah, I'll be there at blah time, I will be there ahead of schedule. Now, last year, 2 years ago, shoot, time flies. 2 years ago, I was 25 minutes late to meet with a client at a property. Now, we already had the property listed. I was just going over there to talk to some contractors. Now, that does not dismiss my tardiness. The reason what dismisses my tardiness was traffic. But the seller didn't see it that way. And he's like, Greg, well, you're obviously not committed to me enough, so I'm not going to commit to you. I think this contract's over. Now, keep in mind, this house was raided by the state and federal police. They had flashbang damage throughout the property. There was disclosures coming out of her ears about what was going on in the home. So at the end of the day, the good Lord saved me from not going through that transaction. But it taught me a lesson. Keep your promises to yourself and to everybody else. If you can't keep a promise to yourself, you can't keep it to anybody else. Live by that ethos and that creed, and you will stand head and shoulders above anybody else around you. Because if you say they're going to be there at 9 o'clock, you're going to be there at 8:55. The old saying, I love this old saying: if you're on time, you're late. If you're late, you're wait. If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, don't bother showing up. Same thing with keeping a promise to yourself. What's the hard part about saying, okay, I'm going to get up this morning at 6 a.m. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go hit the gym. I'm going to go do meditation. I'm going to read. I'm going to write. I'm going to focus on my goals. I'm going to strategically plan my next step. What is wrong with doing that? Why would you not want to do that? Oh, wait a minute. I know why. Because it's uncomfortable and you have to go through a trial and tribulation. You have to go through a stretch zone in life. So his life has 3 zones. Your comfort zone, by the way, that's where you go to die. Your stress zone, where you get into something new and you're freaking out because you're like, this is unfamiliar territory. I am not liking it. But then you gradually get into the stretch zone. The stretch zone is where you're not fully comfortable yet, but you're feeling good about it. You're feeling confident enough to keep on rolling, And you want to live in your stretch zone because that's going to keep you moving and shaking. And once you get there, you're gonna realize that keeping promises to yourself is easy as eating, apple pie. It's really simple because it becomes part of your daily routine. All right, guys. So there it is for all of you wonderful, wonderful people that have come in. Oh my gosh, I am lit up on comments. I am so sorry. Hello to everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Did you serve in the military? No. Lawnkeeper 59. I did not serve in the military. I have a lot of good friends that are special forces and chaplains and big old mucks over there. But no, I never did. I have mass respect for every single one of them. Mark, what up? Good, man. Good to see you. Anyways, guys and gals, I apologize for not getting back to you right away on this, but go out there, kick some booty, take some names, have a great time, and remember, you got this. You're in full control. All you need to do is recognize it. All right, guys, girls, this is Mornings with McDaniel. I'm going to be coming here Monday through Friday, hanging out, talking about something that's inspirational, educational, and just darn right fun. So like, subscribe, and follow on every platform. That would be huge for me, and I love you guys to pieces. Until tomorrow, boom, peace, love you. I'm out.